we've recognized so much potential, and we sat there and to the, our girlfriends and our family said, why are you with him? Because y'all don't know what I know. You don't see what I see in this man, and I'm gonna stick in here. And then we do that, and we do that, and we do that, and then it comes this upgrading thing where sometimes we feel like that we're not adored like other women in other races are adored. That we have sat there and we have worked a couple jobs and we've said, get out there and do your thing, and then we watch as you leave and go to another woman. And that hurts.
That's right.
Have a problem with commitment and have a problem with cheating.
I don't know.
I'll answer. All right, here's my thing, okay? And this is not always the case. The case about women being with a man through his potential stage, and as soon as he got together, he drop her off at the next bus stop, and then he pick up another woman. Now, if a woman is there for me in my potential stage of my life, and I finally got it together, I wouldn't just drop her off. I wouldn't do that. But I understand what Sherry was saying, though. And I'll be blunt, pussy is a man's weakness. Beautiful pussy is a man's weakness. The fucked up part is that we could be in our 80s and 90s and still looking for pussy. I mean, Hugh Hefner, that old guy that married Ann Nicole Smith. I mean, ladies, how many times have you been hit on by an old ass man? I mean, that's pretty jacked up. Old as hell, but still can produce sperm and trying to find a woman to release off in. I mean, people always ask like, what's a man's curse? Shit, that'd be it right there. Just still trying to get some when you're 80, 90 years old. But anyway, I got off subject. Even at times it comes to, men having a willpower to not go off and be tempted to fool with something just because it looks beautiful. Everything that looks good could also be rotten, and it's not good for you. Temptation is definitely a motherfucker. And if you're the type that can't help but stay in the cookie shop and just want to eat up all the cookies all day, then you don't need to be committed. You don't need to stay in a committed relationship, But at times, let's not act as if there aren't women who push men away to want to get something that they're not getting at home. And it doesn't always have to be about sex, but men, we do make mistakes when we have the urge to go fool around, and then he's not honest with his significant other and just break it off with the girl. But then again, there are times when men do break it off, and the chick is still upset that he broke it off. Especially when she was there in the beginning, when she was there through his potential phase. Now about this staying with him during this potential phase and leaving her to be with somebody else. Alright, let's keep it real. Can we just keep it real? If he hasn't put a ring on your finger, he can do whatever the hell he wants. But it's wrong. But it's a big but. It's wrong to leave her for someone else when he knew damn well he no longer had feelings for her. It's wrong to keep up the lie and telling your partner, baby, I love you with all my heart, but then he go fuck around with somebody else. It's not wrong for him to be straight up and just tell his woman, I no longer want to continue this relationship with you. I think we need to just break this off because, I'm still have the temptation to fool around with other women. I mean, honestly, just be honest, ladies. Would you want your man to break it off with you, or would you want him to stay with you, but you're still unaware about his infidelity? But then you later find out that he's been fooling around with you. It's like, ladies, pick your poison. Pick the red or the blue pill. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll be pissed off that that you stood by that dude through thick and thin, and then he leaves you high and dry. But at the same time, he is stupid as hell for leaving you. Fellas, if you have a woman that was there when your pockets were empty, but she knew that you would be striving for greatness, why the fuck would anyone want to leave a woman like that? Even if you have arguments, disagreements, that doesn't give you the excuse to go out, and get with somebody else. And even if you do, even if you feel the urge to do that, you need to go home, tell your woman, hey, baby, this isn't working anymore. I found somebody else, somebody else isn't, I found somebody else that's intriguing to me. We need to just go and break it off. I mean, that's kind of fucked up, but you might as well do that instead of fooling around with another chick while you still committed to your main girl. Now, I have another clip that I want to play. When sisters come and they say stuff like, why you always mention what black women need to do or what we're not doing? You want to know why? This is why.
One of the problems that you have is that we, men my age, are responsible for what you see in music today, what you see in videos today. We forgot to teach just a few simple things. The business of manhood is being cool. Cool went out of style, so we replaced cool with hard now. Nobody smiles on the album no more. And everybody hard now. We used to dress for women. We don't dress for women no more. We dress for each other. Women don't care nothing about your boots being untied, you sagging, a bandana on your head, you got on a 6X t-shirt and you wear a medium. Women don't like none of that. Women don't want to see your drawers when you're walking down the street. But because it looks good to our homie, that's what we do. And then we forgot to teach our young boys how to talk to women. So now you don't know how to talk to a girl. Now your songs ain't about love no more. Our songs now is about move, be, get out the way, get out the way, get out.
Snap it up,
I
flip it,
got
rub it
H's
down.
in different area codes. I smack that, give me that. It's all of that. Because our fault. This is men. We've allowed this. We're the only race of people who degrade our women in our music. We're the only ones. This is us. Until, like he'll say, until we start checking one another, and we got to get busy right quick. Y'all ain't finna get better men unless we start producing better men.
That's why. As you just heard, black men need to be held accountable for their actions and what they're not doing or they need to be doing. It's always talked about. Nowhere during the seminar did you hear from a sister who say they need to be held accountable for some of the actions. It's always black men are to be held accountable for their actions. See what I'm saying? Like what Steve just said in that clip is a prime example of what I or any other brothers on YouTube are talking about when the media talks about black men's flaws and what we're not doing or what we're supposed to be doing. But it's like, damn, what do the black women need to do? Because they're not perfect either. There's some issues that we have with sisters. Okay, just as sisters have some issues with black men, we have issues with sisters. But for some reason, that shit doesn't get put out there on the forefront. It's just, and because no one is holding them accountable for anything is the reason why the BS still exists. You see it on YouTube. You see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you see the bullshit with black men, but that shit's always addressed. Why isn't it ever addressed about what the bullshit that you have black women do? That's my thing. Once again, black women flaws are never mentioned, right? We need to go ahead and just finish this equation off. And since no one else want to do it, I'll keep it real. I'll just have to do it. Yes, other races of women do it too. But at the same time, I don't give a damn about those women. I care about my sisters because just like y'all get sick of the bullshit that black men do, black men get sick of the bullshit that y'all do. Okay, I agree 100% with what Steve is saying, but at the same time, you got to hold black women accountable for some bullshit too. Okay, it cannot be one-sided. All right, so check this out. Another problem that people are scared to mention is how the black women need to take some initiative to get her shit together. Sisters need to have a good judge of character before they start giving their goods to any old body. Okay? If the dude does not have any condoms, you need to tell that nigga no or go get a condom. And if he still doesn't have a condom and you still want to have sex, how about you take a birth control pill or how about you get a condom? Okay? If the man is still pressuring you to have sex, it's not that damn difficult to tell that nigga no. Alright? When you have children, can you please remember who the baby father is? If the father want to be in his child's life, can you put your vindictive, bitter antics to the side for the sake of your children? If the father doesn't want to be in his child's life, it's now your responsibility to keep your child in order. And if he goes off to jail, it's not because of the absence of the father. It's because you didn't do a good job of raising your child. Hello. You knew that you had to raise your child on your own, right? You know the evils that lurk out here in society. For real. You had to teach them the difference of right and wrong. You can't just leave it up to Jesus. You have to get on the ball too. Black women need to teach their daughters on how to be receptive when a man performs any acts of kindness. Chivalry will continue to exist if women know how to appreciate the kind gestures that a man has given them.